Formula 4. We learned first bind and stabilize formulas. First semen, and second mens, and sweat, and diarrhea. And there are formulas we learn, expelling wind formulas, and also the formulas, calming Shen formulas. Formula 4 category is kind of miscellaneous formulas. Bind and stabilize, and expelling wind, and calming Shen. Abscess. This is what we learned. Formula 4 class. Tonify in this one's supposed to be in Formula 3 classes. Tonifying in formula is a little bit different from rest of them. And let's see just one by one. How about the binding formulas? We have semen, 구징원, 구징원. So what is 구징원? This one hold a seminal emission with the kidney deficiency. So this formula especially treat the branch. So board examination can give you the question like, how do you modify this formula? Then Shenchiwan or Liwei-Diwangwan. Because these formulas treat the root, not the branch. So when you combine these two, you can treat the root and branch at the same time. Or you can treat the branch first with 구징원, and later you can change the formula into Shenchiwan and Liwei-Diwangwan. Another formula you need to remember with 구징원 is Sang Piao Xiaosan. This is used for seminal emission, but mostly this one used for urine, bedwetting. Sang Piao Xiaosan. Remember with bedwetting and semen. How about the mens? Another 구징원. What you need to remember with 구징원 here, this is heat condition. Heat condition. Heat. Even though this formula treat the bang low, but not usual bang low with the blood deficiency or blood stasis. This is from the pathology which is called blood go crazy and induce bleeding. So blood heat causing bleeding. That kind of condition. 구징원. And the formula for sweating in binding session is Mulisan. Right? Mulisan. And Mulisan, you need to compare this formula with Dangwi, Liu, Wang Tang, and also Yu Pingpingsan. So this is kind of freebie. You should not miss this kind of question. You need to be compared these three formulas because all these three formulas can be used for sweating. And diarrhea. Shishenwan. The keyword, daybreak diarrhea. This is based on severe yang deficiency, right? Severe yang deficiency, Shishenwan. Another formula for diarrhea was Jenren Yangchengtang, but that has Ingsuke. One more, virus. Taiwan. So Showtime, protecting the fetus pill. So it keeps the baby safe. So semen, mens, sweat, diarrhea, and fetus. Semen, 구징원. Mens, 구징원. Sweat, Mulisan. Diarrhea, Shishenwan. And fetus, Taiwan. Simple. How many? 5. 5 of them. Bind, 5. Stabilize, 5. semen and mens, and sweat, diarrhea. It all goes down, semen, mens, diarrhea. Gujingwan clears heat. Mulisan stabilize. Gujingwan here treat the branch. Sangpyo Saosan, semen, and the urine. Can you name the formulas, each of them? Semen, bind, Gujingwan, mens, Gujingwan, sweat, Mulisan, diarrhea, Shishenwan, ferrous, Sutaiwan. How about the wind? First, headache. Second, skin. We learned 2 formulas for wind, headache. Zhen, Gan, Xie, Feng, Tang, and Tian, Ma, Go, Teng, In. Right? So we learned these 2 formulas for headache. Hypertensive type headache, hypertension type headache. And Tian, Ma, Go, Teng, In treat wind, heat flame, heat. So rapid pulse. And Zhengan Xue Feng Tang is more focused on dizziness, liver yang. And liver yang raising is based on underlying condition in deficiency. And another formula for headache, so this is for just general headache. Chan, Xiong, Cha, Tiao, San, right? Chan, Xiong, Cha, Tiao, San. And Chan, Xiong is a magical herb for headache. So it tonifies blood, it invigorates blood, but also releases the wind for headache. Chanshong Chatiosan. And skin, 1 formula. Xiao Feng San. Right? Xiao Feng San. Xiao Feng San, wind, heat, damp. Question will give you wind signs like itching, heat signs of erythema, and damp signs are like swelling, whippy. Then you should be able to pick Xiao Feng San, all 3 signs. And what else? Pain. You learned Xiao Hu O Lo Dan. Hu Lo Dan. Xiao Hu Lo Dan. First, blood. Ru Xiang Mu Yao. Ru Xiang Mu Yao. Ru Xiang Mu Yao. Invigorate blood, and also wind, Dilong. And also remove cold. Zhanu, Zhao, so Fuji, mother root of Fuji, aconite. So this formula treat blood stagnation and wind and cold. Most of the mechanism inducing pain, coldness, and wind, block chi, and blood. And if there's a blockage, there's a pain. So Xiao Dan treat all kind of pain with cold property. In terms of nature of the pain, numbness. So in the clinic, I use this for sciatica or pain after stroke. This is a cured. This one will be given as a hint. Stroke after stroke. And in my practice, I use this formula: CLPS, complex regional pain syndrome, neuropathy, any kind of neuropathy, even fibromyalgia. So these conditions, so coldness and numbness and neuropathic pain, Shoholodan. But I told you, do not use this formula long time. Nose, nasal symptoms, runny nose, blocked, especially blocky nose, nasal. Zhang, Zi, San, Zhang, San. So wind section, head, skin, pain, and nasal. So headache, 3 formulas. Zhengan Xue Feng Tang, Tianma Go Teng In. Here need to be G, Go Teng In. Tianma Go Teng In and Chanshong Cha Tiao San. These two formula treat hypertension. And Chanshung Chatiao-san, for the board examination, this formula warms, and general type of headache. And you need to be able to compare with this formula with other formulas likewise. 차이게제지탕. Do you remember 차이게제지탕? 차이게제지탕 is commonly used for headache, but this formula cools. So this formula 차이게제지탕 is for wind heat. So any other formula for headache? Likewise, we said migraine headache, 우주탕, 반샤바이주, 티아마탕. Remember those formulas too for headache. But these formulas all treat wind. 쟁간 쉐팽탕, 티아마 고탱인, and 찬숑 차티아오산. And skin 샤오팽산. Do you remember what kind of other formulas like 칭잉탕, 웬칭인 is 황년제두탕 and 스우탕. And Fangfeng Tongshensan, those formulas are all important. And this Xiaofengsan is very similar to Fangfeng Tongshensan, but Xiaofengsan is mostly used for earlier stage than Fangfeng Tongshensan. And pain, Xiaoholodan, for coldness. And after stroke, stroke is the keyword. There is a reason this Xiaoholodan is classified into expelling wind category. And nasal, Zhang'erji san. And Zhang'erji and Xinyihuа, and those are commonly given as a modification question too for nasal symptoms. So wind. These are the formulas we learned. So headache, 3 formulas. Chanshung Chatiao-san, 쟁간 쉐펑탕, and 티안마 고탱인. Skin, 샤오팽산. Pain, 샤오홀로단. And nasal symptoms, 샤오팽산. Formulas for pain. So 샤오홀로단. What else? Ermiaosan. And 주안비탕. And 쉔통. 주유탕. And 두호 지생탕. And 푸유안호쉐탕. 샤오야오간짜오탕. So among 162 formulas, these are specifically used for pain, wind, cold, Ermiaosan, heat, and damp, and Juanbitang, shoulder, upper extremity, and wind, and damp, and blood stasis. And 쉔통주탕, blood stasis. 두오지생탕, most of everything. And this is trauma. These are the keyword. Trauma, injury, cramping, muscle. So these are the formulas used for pain. 7 pain formulas. And next. And how about the Calming-Shen formulas? Calming-Shen formulas, remember with the organs. First of all, Calming-Shen means heart. So heart is a common denominator. And heart in, and heart empty fire. Tianwang Bushin. Bushin means tonify heart. Done. And if it goes to liver, in Shanchaorentang. So Shanchaorentang, if the purse is given, do not forget this formula to wiry purse. Because wiry purse is not that straightforward, intuitive with Sanchaorentang, because 산자오렌탕 is a heart tonifier, but tonifies liver in. So very person. Remember this for your examination. And how about the kidney? Kidney, heart, miscommunication. Do you remember? 황년 얼저탕. 황년 얼저탕. So one thing you need to remember with 황년 얼저탕 is 황년 treat excess heat in the chest. So greasy, yellow greasy tongue can be given. Yellow greasy tongue. 황년 얼저탕. Kidney, heart, miscommunication. And one more thing to remember is 장자오. 장자오. We discussed a lot. 간마이 다자오탕. 간마이 다자오탕. So 푸샤오마이 or 샤오마이. For the examination, never answer with 푸샤오마이, 샤오마이. So these are the formulas for calming shen. For liver, 산자오렌탕, and kidney, 황년얼저탕, and heart in deficiency, and fire, 티원항부신단, and 간자오, 샤오마이, 장자오 syndrome, 간마이 다자오탕. So calming shen. Bind, wind, and shen, and abscess. Let's talk about abscess. Skin, first skin, and second organ. Skin, excess, 无为小度 in skin, 无为小度 in for excess. And second, yang he tang for deficiency, excess and deficiency. Organ, wei jing tang. This is long abscess, long. And intestine, da huang mu dan tang. Large intestine. Anus, xiao yao tang. And bai to wang tang. And huai hua san. So these two treat bloody pus, dysentery. This one treat bloody, more dysentery. And this one treat rectal, anal bleeding. And that one treat anal abscess. So this one treat hemorrhoid. Okay. I think there is a better way. The dysentery and hemorrhoids. These two treat hemorrhoids, and these two treat dysentery. All related to rectal and anal bleeding. So these formulas are kind of confusing when you finish. So xiao tang, bai to weng tang, huai huao san, and dao huang mu dan tang. And they all treat a very similar condition. xiao tang, bloody dysentery. Bai to weng tang, more blood dysentery. Huai huao san, rectal anal bleeding, hemorrhoid. And dao huang mu dan tang treat the abscess, damp heat in the intestine. So let's summarize them to anus. And let's get back to abscess here. So skin and organ. Wei Xiaodin, Yang He Tang, and Wei Jing Tang, and Da Wang Mudan Tang. So this is for abscess. Tonify in formulas. Liu Wei Di Wang Wan. Liu Wei Di Wang Wan. And tonifies Su Di and Su Di 잔nhau, and 산주유, Fuling, 무단피, and 제시. So these three tonifies and these three sedate. And what is the variations? Variations. Empty heat and liver yang. Liver yang headache and coughing. Dry coughing and hearing loss. Empty heat, 지무 왕발. Right? And liver yang, 고지지 주화. So goji berry and chrysanthemum. And dry coughing, 우웨이지. And hearing loss, 시창푸, 다제시, 제시. 다제시. Beside this, before the examination, make sure to review the Bansky book for modification for Liu Wei Diwan, because Liu Wei Diwan modification is most commonly shown question and board examination. So these are the variations. Liu Wei Diwan. Another variation from Liu Wei Diwan is related to kidney. This is in, right? In. Okay. If you add Fuji, Rogui, that is Shenchuan. Right? This is Shenchuan. And if you remove here, let's talk more first about one. If you remove all these three, remove all these three, and add gochiji. How do I express this? From Liu Wei Diwan 1, remove all these three and add gochiji and add yang tonifier, that is Zhuo Gui 1. So this is for tonification, right? Tonification. And if you remove only Mudan and Jexie, and same thing, add gochiji, and this tonifying yang formulas is in. So less. This is strongest and this is less strong. And this is mild one. So in tonification, in terms of tonification, this is strong tonifying and this is strongest tonifying. And Shenchuan, Fuji, Rogui, Shenchuan, same thing goes. In Shenchuan, okay. Remove Fuling, Mudanpi, Jexie, gochiji, everything, and tonifying yang herbs like Diehon and Tushiji, Zhou, Yu, Gi1. And same thing with this. If you remove Mudanpi, Jexie, and add gochiji and tonifying yang herbs, Yu-Gi-in. So remember all these formulas together. These are all related to kidney. Actually, kidney. This is all about kidney. Actually, Li Zhongwan is a yang tonifier, but you learned that formula in warm interior section. So When you say yin and yang in textbook, that is all about kidney. Kidney, yin and yang. Kidney. And another formula we need to learn is tonify in is da, bu, in, wan. And next formula you should remember is guan, chen. And next formula is Urj1, EZP. And last one is Bai, He, Gu, Zin, Tang. Okay, double in one, clear empty sheet. So Sudiwang, Shengdiwang, or Shengdiwang or Sudiwang, and Guipan, and Jimu Huangbai. So this is very similar to Jibai Diwangwan. Very similar, Jibai Diwangwan. Where Jibai Diwangwan? Here, Jibai Diwangwan. So W1 treat the empty head. And Yiguanzhen treat the qi stagnation with intonifying property. These three formulas are really confusing. Yiguanzhen, I told you the name implies so penetrating two different things with the one principle, that is Yiguan. So what are the two different principles? Indeficiency and liver qi stagnation. Indeficiency and liver qi stagnation. So those are very different. Does not comes very often along together. So this formula is composed of Jianyan qi, so strong qi regulator, and Dangui, Dihuang, and Gu qi, intonifier. So intonifying formula, but it is used for liver qi stagnation, hypochondriac pain, acid reflux, those conditions. And Zhou Jinwan also used for acid reflux, and also related to liver too. Zhou Jinwan. But actually there is no herb actually treat the liver in Zhou Jinwan. The pathology is liver invade stomach. So liver heat invade stomach. There is a pathology behind it. And Jin here, metal, means dryness. So liver heat makes the stomach dry. That is Zhou Jinwan. Zhou, liver. Jin, dries out the stomach. So it is used for stomach heat, dry heat, and acid reflux with the liver heat. That is Zhou Jinwan. So Huangnian and Wujuyu. Only two ingredients, Huangnian and Wujuyu. And this Nanguanjian is warming version of Longdan Shegantang. Remember that way. Warming version of Longdan Shegantang. So Nanguanjian treat the groin pain, testicle pain, and hernia with a severe coldness. So this one should be compared with Longdan Shegantang. So these three formulas all related to liver, and those formulas are always confusing. So make a summary of this. Zhou Jinwan, Yiguanzhen, and Wangguanzhen. So typical liver stagnation symptoms like hypochondriac pain with indeficiency signs. EZP with two solstice formula, right? Hanyan, and privet, Nubangchi, privet. So what is the keyword for EZP? Early gray hair. This one, hypochondriac pain. Dabuinwan and Jibai is almost identical. Baihek Gujintang, bloody phlegm, and dry cough. So those are all intonifier. So we finished all the formulas. These are the supplement. So let's summarize this. Again, tonifying in formulas, and kidney. So 5 binds semen, mens, wind, headache, and skin, and calming shen, zhangzhao, 튀어나온 무신단, heart, and liver, 산자오 and tongue, and abscess, skin, and organ, and tonifying in formulas, double in one, easy P, these formulas we learned, and kidney, Liu Wei Diwan 1 variations. This is what we learned in Formula 4 class.